Okay, we're solving equations with exponential variables, and again, we're going to round off to the thousandths place. First problem, this is very similar to what we did before. We're going to take the log of both sides, so this would be the log of 4 to the x power is equal to the log of 80. One of the powers of logarithms is that we can move this from being an exponent into multiplication, so I'm going to go ahead and use that property. Log of 4 is equal to the log of 80. That's not a pretty 4. Now that it's multiplication, I'm going to divide both sides by the log of 4. These cancel each other out, and x would be approximately, like I said before, this would be the exact answer if I didn't have a calculator, but with the calculator, I'm going to do the log of, 80, close parentheses, divided by the log of 4. And that is approximately 3.160. I'm trying to round off to the thousandths place so that 9 is going to affect that 0. So I'm going to go for a 3.161. Number 2. If you notice with number 2, what we have is 1.3 to the 2x power is equal to 78. Again, I'm going to take a log of both sides, and I'm going to try to skip a couple of steps. So the 2x log of 1.3 is equal to the log of 78. I want to get rid of the log of 1.3 and also the 2. So I'm going to divide by all of that I want to get rid of. So 2 log of 1.3 on both sides. And this will cancel out as well as a 2. So x is approximately, now notice, log of 78 divided by 2 log of 1.3. On my calculator, let's see, I really want to use the fraction key. So alpha F1, and I get a fraction key, and I want to put exactly what I have there. So I have the log of 78 over 2 log of 1.3, and this is going to be estimated to being 8.302. That 7 is going to affect the 2, so 8.303. Number 3. Again, I want to take the log of both sides and use that property to my advantage. So this is going to be x plus 1 in parentheses. Log of 3 is equal to the log of 7. In this particular case, I want to get rid of the log of 3 by doing the opposite. Log of 3 on both sides. These will cancel each other out, and I will have x plus 1 is equal to the log of 7 over the log of 3. I am still solving for x. I want to get rid of the plus 1, so I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. These will cancel each other out, and I'll have x is approximately, again, this would be my exact answer, but as an approximately, let's do that. Alpha F1, and I actually should clear the last part. Alpha F1 again, I'm going to have the, what was I doing? Log of 7 over the log of 3, and the whole thing minus 1, and that gives me 0.771. The 2 does not affect 1, so it's just 0.771. Let's see, number 4. Notice this one's a little bit different because, well, first I'm going to take the log of both sides. And what's different about this one is, if you notice, I have x's on both sides. So what I did before is not going to be as valid. So I'm going to try something different. I'm going to distribute this out to both of these. So this becomes x log 2 is equal to x log 5 minus 2 log 5. I have x's on both sides, so I want to get rid of this one, so I'm going to subtract it from both sides. These two will cancel each other out. I'll be left with negative 2 log of 5. Over here, one common mistake is trying to combine these two. They can't be, so it's just one long sentence. X log 2 minus x log 5. Again, I'm trying to solve for x, not two x's, so one thing I do notice is that they both have something in common. They have an x in common, so I'm going to factor that out. So that would be x, open parentheses, log of 2 minus log of 5 is equal to negative 2 log of 5. This is multiplication. I have isolated my x. I'm going to divide both sides by log of 2 minus log of 5. On this side, 2. This will cancel each other out. I have isolated my x. So this would be my exact answer. Now I'm going to go for my approximation. And with my calculator, and again, this is where things get a little bit longer, and this is where you have to get a little bit better with the calculator. I'm going to clear that out. Alpha F1. I'm going to go for negative, and be careful you don't confuse that with a subtraction. 2 log of 5 over the log of 2. Close parentheses, minus log of 5, close parentheses, and enter. And we get 3.5129. That 9 is going to affect the 2, so we're going to go with 3.513. Let's see, number 5. This is just a more complicated version of this, and maybe I'll start, easing up things. Let's see, 2x minus 5 in parentheses log of 8 is equal to x plus 1 log of 5. Distribute this out, so it'd be 2x log of 8 minus 5 log of 8 is equal to x log of 5 plus log of 5. I got x's on both sides. I want to get rid of this one, so I'm going to subtract this from both sides. Log of 5. This is a negative 5 log of 8, so I'm going to add 5 log of 8 to both sides. This will cancel out, and this will cancel out. Over here, again, a common mistake is to try to combine them. You can't. 2x log of 8 minus x log of 5 is equal to log of 5 plus 5 log of 8. These two have an x in common. I'm going to factor it out. X, open parentheses, 2 log of 8 minus log of 5 is, close parentheses, is equal to log of 5 plus 5 log of 8. This is multiplication. Opposite of that is division. 2 log of 8 minus log of 5 to both sides. These will cancel each other out. This would be my exact answer, and my approximation, again with a calculator. Let's see. clear this out. Alpha f1, my numerator, log of 5, close parentheses, plus 5, log of 8, close parentheses, in the denominator, 2 log of 8, close parentheses, minus log of 5, close parentheses, and I get 4.709, but that 9 is going to, the 5 is going to affect the 9, so this is going to round off to 10, so 4.710. All right, last problem. Let's see. We have the fourth root of 3 to the 4x plus 8 is equal to 7. I have a couple of choices here. I can either take both sides to the fourth power, and that will take the seventh to this huge number. But I do notice that that 4 and that 8 are divisible by 4, so I'll opt for another choice. And don't forget, this is the same thing as writing 3 to the 4x plus 8 to the 1/4 power. A power to a power I can multiply, so this is equivalent to 3 to the 4x times 1/4 will give me x, plus 8 times 1/4 will give me 2 is equal to 7. So something that looked relatively complicated became relatively simple. Again, x plus 2 in parentheses log, log of 3 is equal to log of 7. Divide both sides by the log of 3. Cancel out. X plus 2 is equal to log of 7 over log of 3. Subtract 2 from both sides. And x will be approximately, again, this would be my exact answer, and approximately would be, let's clear this out. What are we trying to do? Alpha f1, we got the log of 7, close parentheses, over the log of 3, close parentheses, and outside of that, minus 2 is equal to negative 2,287. That 7 is going to affect the 8 to a 9, so that would be negative 0.229. And that, my friends, is solving equations with exponential variables.